Hello viewers, let's take a look at this question. This question is saying a palm wine seller stopped a bottle of his palm wine in his store, and after a few hours the bottle represent the reaction that occur. What happened to the reaction that occur? What they are simply saying is that a palm wine tapper, that is a palm wine seller or a tapper or a person who sells palm wine, carry his palm wine and cork it. All right, use a corker to cork that his palm wine, and after some hours, what really happened? Just what you should know is that palm wine contain what we call glucose. All right, now if you cork your palm wine and stay for some hour, there is what we call fermentation. Fermentation will occur. And now what happened to fermentation? Fermentation is a process whereby glucose is broken down in the absence of oxygen to yield ethanol and carbon dioxide. But the opposite is the case. When glucose is broken down in the presence of oxygen, it leads to what we call respiration. But this one we are not after respiration, because the chemical equation given here, it doesn't there is no one of respiration here. So glucose is C6H12 and what? O6. Now when this glucose is broken down in the absence of oxygen, they uses an enzyme called zymase. Zymase will act on the palm wine. The palm wine contain a yeast, that is a microorganism called yeast or Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, a fungus, now is the one that will release enzyme called what? Zymase. The zymase will now act on the what? On the glucose, that it will now facilitate. Remember, enzyme is a catalyst, organic catalyst that speed up the rate of chemical reaction. So will now act on the glucose. It will now ferment it. It will now break it down to what we call ethanol and what? Carbon dioxide. So our correct option, without not looking at it, is what? Option. Do well to like this video, share and comment. See you in our next video. Bye bye.